Today we're talking freight and postage. How can your small business save money while also getting products to customers in a timely and reliable way? This week, we met a solo operator and stay-at-home mum with her own stationery business who needs help. Annabel Cornfoot from Milestone Press sends up to 30 parcels each week. So we sent in Rebecca Burrows from Australia Post to offer some expert advice. This is Milestone Press HQ, producing everything from diaries to calendars and even baby books. The business is the brainchild of Annabel Cornfoot, a mum with a passion for printing.
So Annabel, thanks for having us here today. Can you tell me a bit about how your business got started?
When I'd had my second daughter, Georgia, I was pregnant with my second daughter, we discovered there was a gap in the baby book market. So with my printing experience, we decided to design a baby book that was gender neutral, adaptable. So unlike all the other baby books on the market, you can add and remove pages. So it suits all families. So if you're a single mum, you remove the father pages. If you're same-sex parents, we have pages downloadable online, so you can add more mother pages or more father pages.
So tell me about the distribution of your product. About how many parcels do you send each month?
With the diary and the calendar business, I'm predominantly busy from July through to December, January. So that is
got
my
that kind of seasonality.
Yes, absolutely. So between that time, I sent about 1,600 diaries out, which is about 280 diaries a month.
Yeah. Fantastic. And then with the rest of your business, does that just go through the year?
It just goes through the year. It's probably about 30 items a week.
So you've obviously got a few different postage options depending on what somebody is buying from you. How do you actually manage that each week?
What happens is, as the orders come in, I try and send out the same day. I print out all the parcels, work out what colours, because they're pretty much the diaries. And this year, as I said, there were 10 colours to choose from. So packing, and then I would pop them into a big bag, take them to the post office. So they would say, drop them and we'll scan them when we get an opportunity.
So I'm not sure if you've maybe heard about our My Post business, Send and Save.
I have, but to be honest, I am in that really crazy busy time at the moment. I'm designing the next product. So once the files go to the printer, that's when I was going to sit down and learn more about it.
So it's pretty easy. You can just sign up for My Post Business, which is an online tool for small businesses. And then we actually track how many parcels you're sending, whether you're sending them from our online system, so you can actually just print the labels out on there, pop it on any bag and post it.
Okay, yes.
Or if you're sending over the post office, we actually scan a code that you'll be sent so that we can count how many parcels you're sending. And then based on your volumes, we actually offer you savings. So if you're sending an average of, say, 5 a week, you'll get a 10% discount, and then that builds up till you'll be accessing 15% discounts on all of your postage. And that also allows you to actually assess the items. So rather than putting something in that's 1 kilo into a 5 kilo bag just because of the size, you can actually weigh them and then pay for the postage based on the weight. So it'll be good for you to have a look at.
Absolutely, yes.
Coming up, how to create a My Post business account so your business and Annabel's can tap into big savings. Welcome back to Kochie's Business Builders. This week, we're talking postage and finding out how small businesses like yours can access savings that you had no idea about. Rebecca Burrows from Australia Post is offering some advice to the owner of a stationery business who sends thousands of parcels each year. Annabel Cornfoot makes trips to the post office most days. It's a sign her business is doing well. But Rebecca Burrows is here to tell Annabel not only how to save time, but also money.
What sort of savings can I get?
So if you're sending 20 parcels a week, you'd be eligible for 15% savings off all of your postage. And the great thing with Send and Save is that it actually automatically updates. So for a business like yours, which is seasonal, where you might have some weeks that you're not sending very much and other weeks that you're sending a lot, it actually just automatically calculates how many you've sent over the eligible period, so your discount will go up and down as it needs to be. And there's also other great things that you can do. So you mentioned you're really busy. If you wanted to, you could order you could organise via that portal for us to come and pick the parcels up from you here if that suited you. You can also track all of your parcels in there. You can send those tracking information to your customers so they can actually access it. So it's quite easy for you to do all of that there online.
So how do I create a MyPost business account?
So it's pretty easy. You just visit the MyPost Business website and just sign in with your own details. So you don't have to have an ABN, it's fine if you do, but you just basically put in your details and then it's a free membership. And then when you go in there, it will automatically start tracking how many parcels you're sending and any other activity that you do with us.
I currently use BigCommerce as my website host. With the MyPost Business account, can they sync together?
It's really easy with MyPost Business to actually bring orders across. So if you were selling via your own store, you can actually just export all of your order details that have come in, say, overnight or in a day, and then import that into MyPost Business and it will generate the labels for you.
So what else should I know about MyPost Business?
Some of the things that customers so far really love about it is we have a 24/7 support portal. As you will know, lots of small businesses are doing activity at night. They might be generating their labels at night or they get a tracking inquiry from their customer at night. So you're actually able to access us 24/7 via chat to actually get us to investigate or help you with any of those issues.
So, if you're sending 20 or more parcels each week, you'll save 15%. You don't even need to leave the office. Pay for postage online and print your shipping labels on the spot. Australia Post can also do parcel pickups for $1. To get started, simply log into MyPost Business and create an account for free. So there you have it. Postage and freight can be a big cost for a lot of small businesses. I bet you didn't know you could get a better deal. That's why I thought having Rebecca Burrows from Australia Post on the program could be a real help for all of us.